I moved to Ghana without visiting first, and while I think it may be working for me, I don't recommend it for everyone. Let me explain why. So in my last video, I explained why I moved to Ghana without ever even visiting first. And to be honest, it was one of the boldest and scariest things I've ever done. I love Ghana, I really do. It's vibrant, it's beautiful, and it's been healing in so many different ways for me. But I also want to keep it real with you. Because of what you see on social media, all the vlogs, even mine, you might be getting a one-sided picture. And moving here without visiting first, it comes with so many different challenges. This is a video for anyone who's been dreaming of returning home to the motherland. It's also for those who are still on the fence. I don't want to scare you off, but the reality of living in Ghana full-time is so different from what you may see on social media. It's different from what you might expect. So, the first reason why you may not want to move to Ghana or any other country in the motherland or wherever you go without visiting first, in fact, is romanticizing the motherland. Romanticizing somewhere can be dangerous. Ghana looks so beautiful online. The people, the fashion, the music, the culture, the beaches, the surroundings. It looks so beautiful, so Ghana's looking good on me. It just looks wonderful. But in reality, social media shows you the highlights, not the hardships. Visiting first gives you the opportunity to experience the real Ghana, not just the Instagram reel, because it will humble you. Jumping right into things definitely humbled me. Number 2, integrating, it may be harder than you expect. I need to learn how to speak the language so I can connect with some people. Lots of people here have tight-knit friendships and family circles. Their friends have already been established, their communities have already been established from childhood, and people generally, from my experience in Accra, they keep themselves to themselves. Social groups are formed in schools, college, church is a big thing for adults, I guess. But if you're not a part of those communities, it can be quite difficult. Just like anything, I guess, as you become an adult, creating friends just becomes a bit more challenging, you know? Another thing is sometimes us from the diaspora are seen as different. We're seen as privileged because we came here on an aeroplane. There might be a perception of arrogance that people might feel from us initially due to our cultural differences and the way that we carry ourselves for good and bad reason. You may also be seen as naive because, you don't know nothing, especially if you don't know the language or where things are, how to get a cho-cho from here to there, how to navigate this new scene. And then there's this factor, the point that a lot of relationships can be seen as transactional. That privilege that is perceived of you flying and getting here on an airplane can sometimes make people to perceive you as having ultra money and money to just give to everybody on the street, So a lot of the time, friendships can be based on what can you do for me, what can you give me, rather than how can we grow together, what can we learn from each other, what do we enjoy from each other. I just have to say this because I'm really frustrated. Really frustrated. It's just small things and it kind of irks me because sometimes I can't even decipher like what is real and what isn't. Like who's being genuine and who's taking the piss. Don't get me wrong, it's just like anywhere in the world. You'll meet incredible people, but there will also be people who just look at you like an ATM. It's just one of those things. So number 3, this is a bit of a weird one, but moving here is not the same as visiting. Even though I didn't visit here before, I kind of get the sense that if I was to visit here before, I would have actually had a chance to fall in love with the culture before I got thrown in the deep end. When I've been on different holidays or breaks to different countries, I've had the opportunity to just enjoy the experience rather than being thrown right into the nitty and the gritty, you know? So, for example, maybe the traffic in Accra wouldn't bother me so much if I knew I was going back home in 2 weeks. Maybe if I stayed in a hotel and I just enjoyed going out on excursions, not having the pressure of electricity running out, having to fill up my water, power cuts, I may have enjoyed my experience a lot better and then fell in love with the place before I decided to move and experience the hardships. And maybe the bumpy roads would have just been a beautiful adventure. But when you're living here on a day-to-day basis, it's just those annoyances, those hardships that can just get to you. You know, it's not all peaches and creams. Ghana is a lot. Especially if you come from a place of, you see, listen to that noise right now. And can I just say that all my windows are closed? But we have bumpy roads here and we have thin windows, thick walls and thin windows. And to just put it bluntly, sometimes the most simple things here can be so difficult just because of the lack of infrastructure. It's a developing country. As fast and as rapid as developing Ghana is, and that's amazing, it's still developing. Reason number 4, visiting first can help you make an informed decision. If you visit first, you get to experience the beauty without the pressure. You can take the time out to ask yourself, is this really for me? You can venture out and experience different cities and you can say, is this the one for me? Is this, rather than just being plumped somewhere. You can test the safety. I know you hear online, which for me is true, that Ghana is one of the safest places in the world, one of the safest places on the motherland. But do you feel safe there? Visit first and you will learn, you know? You'll see if you actually feel safe in the environment. You will understand the cost of living. You'll be able to make some real friendships and connections. And you'll be able to plan a bit better before you take the leap. And also, a big thing, you'll be able to explore neighborhoods and communities. If I could turn back time, I love my apartment, I love my area, and I'm so grateful for my friend for doing this for me, and my friends for helping me in this learning how it works scenario. But if I was looking for an apartment myself, I would test the area at different times during the day to see what it's like. I would test to see, do I like what's surrounding it? Am I close to what I need to be close to? And I'm blessed, but not everybody's in that circumstance. And to be real, maybe things would be a little bit different if I chose for myself. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. I just wanted to give you the real. It's not simple. I have the type of personality where I can just dive into things. But if that's not you, I would highly recommend being informed. Visit first. See and experience it with your own eyes. If one of my sisters or close friends were wanting to make this move, this is what I would share with them. Do your own research. Don't just trust dreamers and influencers or people like me. But I will recommend watching videos like this one. So you get to just see that it's not all peaches and cream, you know? And where you can ask the hard questions. Comment if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them as honest as possible. I would even recommend taking it slow. You know, like dating. Take a 2-month trip here and just get to learn the space before you navigate it. So I moved here first without visiting, but for me, it was a spiritual calling. It wasn't easy, and I'm still navigating it. So if you're thinking of moving, just take your time, just slow down a little bit. Ghana deserves more than just your dreams. Ghana deserves your presence, your preparation, and your respect. So if you're thinking of moving to Ghana, or you're a creative who's interested in art of the African diaspora, subscribe. I'm documenting my entire journey here from scratch. If you haven't seen my video about why I moved to Ghana without visiting first, watch it next. I am Adanish. This is Art Alchemy. Peace on the increase.